Good evening. My name is Naeema Muhammad. I'm with the North Carolina Environmental Justice Network. I'm the organizing director. And the pictures you will see tonight are pictures that will show you some of the things we deal with when we talk about environmental injustice. This first screen is our theme to our annual Environmental Justice Summit. This is what our program book, this is the cover of our program book. If you go to our website at ncjn.org, you can register for the summit. It's a virtual summit this year. Here we are coming to the end of our annual summit in 2018. It was a few of us gathered on the steps of the historic Franklin Center, taking a closing photo together. Here we were participating in what's called HK Historic Thousands on Jones Street. And this is where people go to, our legislators, to present our 14-point plan that addresses workers' rights, Medicare, environmental injustice. This was our annual summit last year, 2019, at the Franklin Center. And these were some of our participants in the main room in a plenary session. And this was our theme from our summit last year, reclaiming our power, a fight for clean water, and all of the other issues that we address. So we were just showing different things that people were concerned about. Here you're looking at a map of North Carolina, and the red dots represent where all of the swine CAFOs are, confined animal feeding operations are in North Carolina. They're predominantly in eastern North Carolina, as you can see by the map. And they cause massive problems for people. This is what the inside of one of those operations look like, where the pigs are kept. And to the right is what the hog houses look like on the outside. And those are ventilators right there, those big machines you see. And the pipes you see sticking out, that's a lagoon. And this is a picture from 1999, Hurricane Floyd hit eastern North Carolina, breaking a 500-year floodplain. And these are all the dead animals that came out of the hog houses, flushed out by the water. And there were, our understanding was millions of dead hogs. That was just a portion. And this is the piping system that run from the hog houses out into what they call a open air lagoon. All this stuff you see here is animal waste. All the liquid is the animal waste, feces and urine that comes flushed out through these pipes from inside hog houses and sit out in the community. This is the News River in North Carolina, and these are dead fish that's killed because of the amount of animal waste that filter into our streams and rivers in North Carolina. And here you're looking at the fish, one of the fish that was killed because of the bacteria from the animal waste. And that's how many fish show up with these sores on them. And humans have been known to have these same sores as the fish have, the fishermen. And this is a pile of dead fish, again, coming from the river because of the impact of the animal waste that flows into our waters and streams in North Carolina. You're looking at, this is someone's home, and this is an irrigation system. That's animal waste you see sprayed in the air, and they irrigate the animal waste out of those open air lagoons to keep them from flood or overrunning. When they start to fill up, they irrigate the waste and they spray it out in open air. And this is the Atlantic Coast Pipeline that Duke Energy was party to. It was going to run 500 miles coming from Virginia straight through eastern North Carolina, following the path of I-95 right up into Lumberton, North Carolina. And so that was going to be 500 miles of this kind of destruction for them to lay the pipeline for the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, which they say was needed, but we could not. They could not validate that. Is this kind of destruction is never merited. And this is a landfill which is in one of the communities we work with up in near Chapel Hill, North Carolina, called the Rogers Eubanks Road neighborhood. They have lived with this landfill for 42 years, and landfills create rodents and pests, buzzards, and everything is in the neighborhood because of it. Here you're looking at a mock hog farm where we had a 51-hour visit in Raleigh at the legislative body on the Halifax Mall area, where we wanted to talk with the legislators about keeping a moratorium in place that was to prevent the growth of the animal operation. This is an environmental justice class at University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. These are 3 panelists right here, and that's me at the very end with the white shirt. I facilitate the classes, and these were our presenters for that particular class. It's an 8-week course. And this is our closing summit from last year. And at the close of every event that we have, we always gather in a circle, hold hands, and each person go around the room saying, I am a link in the chain, and the link in the chain will not break here. It represents the solidarity and commitment to stay involved. And in closing, I would just like to say it takes all of us to make a difference in this world to prevent these kinds of things from happening to people. So if we all work together and know that environmental justice is everybody's problem. Thank you very much.